Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, hello, my name is Monet. I am 25 years old, and here on this channel I am dedicated to learning how to better manage my money. I am utilizing the cash envelope method to help me stay on track in terms with my budgeting and help me with my savings, and I'm also in the process of eliminating my debt with the help of the debt snowball method. So definitely, if you want some encouragement and you want to join the family, watch my journey, then please be sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button and join. We would love to have you, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you don't miss a video. So within today's video, as we can see, we are going to get into some sinking funds. This is my absolute favorite thing to do at the end of the month, to see how much we were able to save between the start of this month and the end. So before we can fully dive into July, let's go ahead and close out our sinking funds and see what we saved. Also want to just take the moment to say thank you guys so much. You guys have been so sweet within the comments, and I just really want to take a moment to acknowledge that. I always want you guys to know that every nice comment, supportive, motivational comment, I really do appreciate. I try to reply to everyone, and if I don't reply, I at least give you a heart to let you know that I've seen it. Because guys, personally, the last, maybe 2 months ago, I was really down in the dumps and I was just not at my best. So to read the supportive comments, you guys, I just really want to say thank you. And recently with the last videos that I've been uploading, you guys have really been enjoying it. So just thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And also, I forgot to tell you guys, your girl tried to start a TikTok. As I shared on Instagram, also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to do that so you can get a little bit more behind the scenes when I don't upload on YouTube. I created a TikTok, so if you are into that, be sure to follow me. I will put the link down in the description and probably somewhere up in the corner. But yeah, guys, don't judge me. I know I'm 25 years old, but TikTok is so foreign to me. I don't use it, so I'm learning it as I go. So if you have any tips, definitely let me know down below. I'm gonna try and get into it because my best friend said that I needed to make one, so I made one. Those, I believe, are the house announcements, but let's go ahead and get into my sinking funds. All right, so this is my sinking fund sheet. As I said, I do this at the end of every month. If you also find this sheet enjoyable or helpful, I do have a digital download where you can purchase this. For my sinking funds, I have it within my budget kit, so you can buy it with the whole month, or if you just want this sheet, you can print out just that sheet as well. That will be listed in my Etsy and in my Shopify link for my website. So we're gonna go ahead and write down the funds and their starting balances. And the way we do that is I look at my sinking funds from the month before. So this was for, what month was this? I think this was for the month of May. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and write the funds, and then the end balance here is going to be my starting balance on this sheet. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so there we go, all of our funds listed. At the start of this month, we had annual payments, and that had a starting balance of $125. Car maintenance had $516. Car insurance had $750. Christmas $370. Gifts had $90. Household started off with $0 this month because I just started this sinking fund this month. Medical had $342. Vacation had $433. Taxes $2,408. And savings with $2,200. So we had a grand starting total of $7,234 for my sinking funds. Now, what I'm also going to do within this video is condense my bills. So as I'm verifying that my envelopes are what they say they are, I will be condensing. And within my last sinking fund video, you guys called out something that was very apparent, and I just never thought of it, honestly. So thank you for bringing it up. Like I always say, if you have any recommendations or you see that I'm doing something that I can improve on, let me know down in the comments. But normally when I condense my envelopes, I only use the cash that is within my debt snowball, because at the end of the day, this is going to go back to the bank and I don't really care how the denominations are. But you guys also called out that I do the same thing for taxes. So why don't I also use my tax money to condense my other envelopes, which is valid. I just never thought of it. So we're definitely gonna do that this time. So I wrote down that at the end of this video, taxes should have 684 and debt snowball should have 1,055. So I'm going to use these two envelopes as change. I'm gonna lay it out down here on the side, and then we will try and condense them with this cash. So let me go ahead and get that setup going, and then once we're ready, we'll get started. All right, so we are all started and ready to go. This is our bank, as we will say, and then these are our envelopes. So the way you use this sheet is I'm going to list the funds here. So if I added money or took anything out, I like to list it here as a transaction, just so that I can see how I use my envelopes and what I use them on throughout the month. And if I added money, I will put it here. If I take any money out, I will put it here. And then the end balance is what we should have in our envelopes. Getting started, we are first going to work with annual payments. When it comes to the first line, I always like to write down any money that I was able to bring in. So the transaction is going to be income. And for the month, we were able to add $70 to this envelope. Also within this month, I did use this envelope and I paid for my Costco membership, and that was a total of $65 that came out. So if we go up here, we added 70, we took 65 out. So when we do our math, we started with 125 plus 70 minus 65. We should now have $130 in annual payments. Here is our envelope, and we have 100, 10, 20, 30. So yes, that is true, 130. And to condense this, I'll just put these two 10s down in the place of a 20, giving us our still 130. So 130, and we can go ahead and put this right back in our envelope. Up next, we move on to car maintenance. For the month, this envelope was able to receive $100. And I did use this. I went and got my monthly car wash, and that was $18 that was taken out. So if we have 100, we took out 18. Let's see what we should have. 516 plus 100 minus 18. That gives us $598 in our envelope. So checking out car maintenance, we see that we have our $500 placeholder, meaning that $500 is in the bank, and then in cash we should have 98. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. So that is true. We will go ahead and exchange two 20s and a 10 for a 50. And then I'm just gonna keep the rest as is, because as I shared with you guys last time, when I go to the car wash, they don't accept large bills. So I like to have smaller bills just in case. So we have 500, 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. And we still have our $598. Next, we move on into car insurance. For the month, this envelope received $150, and my car insurance for 6 months was due. So I'm gonna write my 6-month payment, and that was a total of $825 that was taken out. So if we added 150, we took out 825, 750 plus 150 minus 825. That gives us $75 that I should have left. Checking out car insurance, that's 50, 70, 75. So that is true. Nothing really to condense here, so we can just put that right back in the envelope. All right, moving along, we have Christmas. Christmas for the month received 110. I did not use anything from this envelope, so 110, 0. We started with 370 plus 110. Leaving us with 480 that should be in the envelope. So checking out Christmas, 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 60, 70, 80. So that is true, 480. And let's exchange some of these 50s for hundreds. So that's $300 in 50s, and we'll do $300 in hundreds. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 in 20s. So I'll put this down and grab another 100. And we have two 10s that I can put in place for a 20. And I believe that's as much condensing as we can do. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 80. So there we go, 480. And we'll put this back in Christmas. We're almost at $500, and then once we hit that, we will put a placeholder in, and then we can deposit that cash in the bank. Moving on, after Christmas, we get into gifts. This was used quite a lot this month. So first, for income, we added $65 to this envelope for the month. And then within gifts, I used this for Father's Day and then also my mom's birthday. So that was $72 out for both of those combined. So for gifts, we added 65, took out 72. So let's see what we are left with. 90 plus 65 minus 72. That means we should have $83 left. Here we go with gifts. That's 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83. So yes, $83. We will put these for a 50. And then our two 5s, we can put a 10 in place of that. And then that should be good for condensing. So we have 50, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83. $83 in gifts. Next, we move on to household. Household, we were just able to add for this month, and that was a total of 115. We add 115, we took nothing out, and since we started this month, 115 should be in the envelope. Checking out household. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, and 15. So I'm just going to put this down for 100 and grab a $100 bill. So we have 100, 10, and 15. All right, our next fund is for medical. Medical for the month received $35, and then medical, we finally got my bill for my doctor's appointment, and that was $40 that was taken out for that. So that's everything we did with that envelope this month. So we added 35, we took out 40. If we started with 342 plus 35 minus 40, that gives us 337 remaining. So within medical, that's 100, 200, 300, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. So that is true. Put two 50s down for 100. Then we have 10, 20, 25, 30. We will do two 10s for 120 and two 5s for 110. And that should be good. So now in medical, we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. So yes, 337. And back in medical it goes. Our next fund will be for vacation. Vacation did not get used this month, but it did get added. For the month, it received 115. So 115, took nothing out. We started with 433 plus 115, giving us 548. So checking out vacation, we have $500 in the bank, and then 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So that is true, 548. And what we will do is put this down and place for a 20. And that should be all that we need. So we have 500, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. 548 going back into vacation. All right, and I'm just going to skip down to savings before I do taxes since we know that that's over here. So getting into savings for the month, we were able to add $400, and that's to keep us on track for our 5,000. We added 400, took nothing out. So 2,200 plus 400 means that we should have $2,600 in savings. Checking out my savings envelope, we have 1,000, 2,000, 506. So that is true, 2,600, and the only real dollar I have is the $100 bill. So we'll just leave that as is and put our money back in. All right, so now we can get into our last fund, which is going to be for taxes. Taxes is everything that I earned off of my side income, and for the month that was $684 that we have. So as I always say, the starting balance that is in the bank, because I deposit my taxes at the end of every month. So if we add 684, we took nothing out, 408 plus 684, meaning that I have $3,092 now within my tax account. So since we finished counting everything, I'm just going to put back in the 684 that's for taxes. So let's see, we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 50, 70, 80, and then 4 singles. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 670, 680, 81, 82, 83, 84. So that is true, 684 in our taxes envelope. So this is set and ready to go to the bank. And then just to make sure that our debt is what it says, that should be all of the cash that we have remaining. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900. Then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1,000. So that's our 1,000, and then we should have 55. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. All right, so I did not mess that up. I was definitely nervous that that might happen, but it all worked out well. So putting this cash back in and bringing this to the bank so that we can make our payment. All right, you guys, so since we verified that all of our sinking funds are correct, let's go ahead and count this up to see what our end balance is. All right, so that will give us a grand total of $8,058 that we have in total for our sinking funds. So if we can see from this month to the last, if we subtract, that was additional $824 that we were able to add to our sinking funds, even though we use them. So as I say, sinking funds are very useful, and this shows how important and how beneficial they can be towards your budget. All right, you guys, so for today's video, that is all I have. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely let me know down in the comments. You already know that I love reading them and hearing what you guys have to say. Also, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really does help and support the channel. It lets me know that you guys are still enjoying these kind of videos, and share it with anybody that you think would find it helpful. If you made it to the end and you aren't subscribed yet, you're enjoying the content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the family, and with all of that, you guys, I will let you guys go. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye, guys.